Well, Steve Arts 89. I'm not sure if I reviewed this already. I watched this film the other night, just called Initiation. Um, it's interesting. Saw the trailer for it and it actually looked interesting. It's a fairly simple story. There is a guy who, the girl is the main character. Her brother was accused of essaying a girl the year before, and then this year, her and her friends find him alone in a room with a girl. She seems out of it. Nothing seems to have happened yet, but it's unclear. His sorority friends and buddies are sort of standing up for him, and his sister she works in science, or she's studying science. She actually uses the lab to do a DNA test using the girl's shorts, trying to find his DNA for using her DNA because they'd be a match because they're related. And then people start dying. The first one, of course, is him. So he's sort of a main character and he dies pretty quickly, and it's fairly traumatizing, of course, for her. And it's unclear why, how, is it one of his sorority brothers? I had no idea who it was or could be. The second one to be killed is one of his brothers, who is a bit odd, who sort of gave a fairly damning interview to the police that sort of threw him under the bus. So he gets it in a toilet stall. And then, who's the third guy? Because not a lot of people die in this film. It's not a big slasher. It only goes for about an hour and 16 minutes, and it takes about 45 to 50 minutes before anyone else dies. One of the dean, I think it's the dean, one of the management at the school, he gets killed because he was part of covering up the initial attack. And I thought maybe it was the boyfriend of the girl who was potentially SA'd. It's really unclear what happened with her that night, because she doesn't remember. There's a red herring, which is the guy that she works with in the lab. He doesn't get killed, but I thought he was being killed. I thought he was going to die, but he actually survives till the end. And there's this really hot cop. He made the film kind of worth it, but then, do I give away the ending? Spoilers if you don't want to know the ending. But he's the father of the daughter who is potentially SA'd, and he actually ends up being the killer. And I did not see it coming. When I saw him moving around, he had a sort of way about him. I thought, that's the boyfriend who's a black guy. He's sort of very masculine and fairly well built. I'm like, that's him. I bet he's the one doing it. And it turned out to be the cop, who basically was just as masculine and well built. But I didn't want him to be the bad guy. But he was defending his daughter, so he's not. And it's unclear at the end if this is all covered up. You see a bunch of on screen, because the whole time you see text messages and social media posts actually appearing on the screen so you can read them, and the end is just this girl lost in like an ocean of all these comments and posts and things about what looks like the case being covered up, and it looks like the cop gets away with it, or they cover it up with something. And it was interesting. There were a few tense scenes. They spent a bit too much time wallowing through her mourning her brother, and not enough time killing people, and only a small section of the film was really a thriller or a slasher. The rest was a little bit more just of a drama. But I did enjoy it. I would watch it again probably. I'd probably put it in my collection, mostly for the hot cop. I had my shallow moments. I mean, I'm going to watch what's that Jared Leto movie everyone has been trashing for ages, Morbius? Because I'm going to watch that because I just don't believe an hour and a half of Jared Leto can be a bad thing no matter what he's doing. So, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Initiation if you've seen it. I was hoping it would get a little bit more into the sort of house culture with all these sororities and stuff like that, and be a bit more like that, but really was just like a compressed thriller where you sort of just got a little section, but the last section is fairly good when the sort of hits the fan, so to speak, and you're suddenly running out of potential people this could have been, it does go pretty fast, and it was a surprise. I didn't see that coming. So, yeah, it was good. I'm going to go. Bye.